time and say that one dies off because of survival of the fittest, you know, that's crazy. You know, people just
Yeah.
don't die just to die off. You have to have a reason. If you have two different species, it's an apple and an orange. How do you say they become, they become one? They don't.
Yep.
So there's a lot of things, and if you cannot, debate these things with, scientists or people that of thought, if you can't provoke thought in those type of arenas, makes it very difficult to be able to advance, you know, science. I mean, how do you do
It,
it?
it,
Yep.
it seems like our whole system is based on that. I mean, in every shape, form. I've I've seen some people just go to legislation to try to get certain things set up, like for example, to test homes, new ideas in homes to testing, and they were in court for 7 years before they were able to. And even now, they still have a hard time getting the permit. Um, so the reason why I'm bringing this up is just our modern way of thinking is so restricted when everything in life shows us that it should nothing is restricted in life, but we are.
Well,
Well,
we gave our power away a long time ago.
But I'm an optimist, and I will say that the power is going to return. The veil is shortly to be lifted. It's going to take people who are open-minded, people such as ourselves, to create the dialogue, to put it out there, and it's the critical mass will be reached. It's that 100th monkey, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I think that right now, what we're doing right now is passing it on. And I encourage everyone listening to take what they're hearing today, and if you find credence in it, if you find things that have opened you up, to pass it on. Because if we're right here today, we're setting a precedent here on this fabulous day that we're all together, because we're in fellowship for the human race, because we want this to continue. The only way this is going to continue is for us to be able to bring things into the light. That's the only way you could eliminate the darkness, is by bringing it to light.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah, we've talked about the 100th monkey a few times on our show, and I've gotten estimates from people. I tend to agree. I think it was Crystal Clark that I asked where we thought where I thought we were as far as the 100th monkey. How many monkeys have we got so far? And her estimation was, spit it right out. She said 80%, and that kind of feels right to me. I think we're getting close.
Well, I've got one for you. We talk about prayer groups. People get together, they pray, for certain things, a certain time, they'll have a harmonic convergence. For example, what I heard recently was that in World War II could have been stopped if only 7 people got together and prayed on a regular basis to stop the sanity. World War II could have been averted. That's a very strong statement to hear that, but here's my point with that. If people got together now in groups, focus groups, and actually put their intention out, you magnify it, 10 times, 20 times, whatever, and the universe was going to give you back what it is you put out there. Because the universe, they takes orders. You give it an order, a command, or a demand, it comes back to you. So, for example, I command and demand right now that the troops come back from Afghanistan. We stop the war in Iraq. I command and I demand that. I want to see that money come back here, so that way everybody can have health care, everybody can have insurance, everybody can be taken care of in this great country that we live in, to stop the madness. That's my intention to put out there. And you know what? The legislation will come, the people will come, everybody will get together. So you know what? We just need to have the same thought. That's the thinking stuff that has to happen today.
Yep.
And then hit the send button on your computer, Put the right intention out.
That's that consensus reality.
Yeah, and I feel that it's really happening because I've definitely been part of a lot of meditation groups, and some of them have been really small, 2-3 people. Some of them have been really large, like 1,000 people, and everybody in their own spot meditating on one thing at a specific time and date. And people
Right.
from all over the world. So the amazing thing is the internet is just allowing us to connect in ways we've never connected before. And I don't know how many times I've heard that said, and I've said it myself. But just that alone is each computer is acting like a what was it called, a positron? A neuron. Sorry, a neuron. Each computer is acting like a neuron, so we're creating this global brain, this energy all around us.
That is right, because here you are in Japan, and Tom's up in Seattle or Washington area, and I'm in
Mm.
California. And right now, we got people listening. They'll be listening all over the world to what we're putting out there, and we'll be touched and affected. And they'll go out like the Apostle Paul did, and bring the the message home to everybody, where they're located at, and share with them the beautiful things that are happening today as a result of what's happening on your show.
Yeah, we sure hope so. But,
Well, with that, we've got another hour in already, so you know that's actually a fairly good statement to wrap things up, I think. I really want to stress that we have the power, and like Stephen said, it's those groups, those people, and right out of the Bible, where two or more gathered in my name, I am in their midst. So that's there's a lot of truth to that statement.
Well, it's the power of three.
Right.
You talk about three. If you do something good, you'll tell three people. So I hope everyone here today tells three people that they've heard something good. So they'll tell three people, who then will tell three people, and they'll tell three people, and it'll multiply, and then we'll have the masses and the numbers that we spoke about earlier to create the new paradigm that we're all seeking. Because if you don't like what you're seeing, then it's your own fault if you don't become proactive and you're just reactive to watch it happen instead of making it happen. So I like
yeah,
put it out there. Let's make it happen. Let's create what we want to happen. This isn't a dress rehearsal for me or for anyone who's listening. And this is your life. Make it
Yep.
what you want it to be.
Absolutely.
mm.
Okay, let's get your websites and stuff out again, Stephen.
Okay, we'll start. If anybody wants to speak to me first off, then I'd be glad to do it on Skype. They can go to Sindoni says SINDONISAYS.webs.com, and they can go there for that. If they want to see my YouTube movies, they can go to youtube.com, Sindoni Productions. If they want to see interviews about the Legend of J.C. Brown, they can go to Stephen Sindoni with a P. .webs.com, and they can go there. So those are three places we can start with to have people get involved with anything that I'm doing, Tom.
Great. And I'd like to consider possibly bringing you back on in the future and focusing more on the spiritual aspect of what's going on the earth. You sound like you're very insightful and could have some stuff that could share.
Well, I would love to come back on the air with you. There is a spiritual thing by September that I would like to share regarding of what the direction is for the planet. And I can't let the cat out of the bag right now, but I was told that there's a message that I'm supposed to deliver. So you guys might be the place I'll deliver it.
Okay. Well, as things get close and you're ready, let us know.
Yeah, email us.
We'll see what we can do.
And
Well,
we need to plan a trip together over to Greenland. You can only get there through Denmark, but it's pretty expensive. It's like $4,000 for the airplane ride to Greenland from Denmark.
I would probably be more interested in just running down to Shasta and taking the shortcut.
Well, Tom, you know how to get a hold of me. That can be possible.
Okay, yeah, I will definitely keep that in mind. We're not too far away. So
No. I mean, just a shout. And as we see the way the internet and the communications are today, it's pretty easy to connect.
yeah. So, okay, everybody. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you very much, Stephen, for joining us. And thanks, Ramon. And thank everybody. Oh, my
And
gosh.
thanks, Tom.
Yep.
And make sure you tune in next week. And
We've got, let's see, next week we have Jay Widener on. So that'll be a really good show. So we will see everybody next week.